Hi everybody, welcome to what I hope is going to be a long series. I want to apologize right away for how raw these are going to be. I don't really have any editing skills, but my name is Comrade, and this is Knights of Pen and Paper 2 with the Here Be Dragons expansion. So, I have already played a little bit of this game. It is really cool if you like the classic tabletop experience, but the humor is very tongue-in-cheek, and it doesn't really ever let up on it. That being said, let's do it. I have played a little bit of this already, so I've already done the intro, I already know how it works. Basically, it's your standard RPG, but you actually have players at a table, and a DM who explains everything to you. You still get NPCs in the background. It's pretty cute. I like it. So, once upon a time in the world of Paperos. Yeah, I have my dice ready. This guy he's always breaking the fourth wall. I see you imported your old character into my campaign as well. This is my level 99 Paper Knight I've played in another campaign. Well, we better skip all the noob stuff. Remember that you can always find help in the player's handbook. That's behind the camera, but it's there, I promise. The Steam Flats. Enter the Tarrasque, the most dreadful creature in existence. Its skin deflects even magic missiles. I'm loving this adventure already. WTF, me endgame content. Do not summon Tarrasque now. Be quiet, minion, I changed the script. My character has plus 255 damage versus Tarrasque, auto-lethal, immunity to all, Vorpal Strike, Ethereal Muscles, Permanent Haste, Rust-Proof, Life Suck, Global Silence, Frontal Backstab. Frontal Backstab. He is level 99. TLDR, rawr! He gets all upset. Oh, did I forget to mention the mirror shield that reflected your damage? It's very useful in the current metagame. So this is just explaining the basic combat. Everything's menu-based. So you slap him. He does a crit, but gets it reflected. Enough! You'll be hearing from Lawyer soon! Oh, and he leaves. I forgot to equip my lasso of anti-rage quit. There goes my XP. Hey, that's a 2nd edition character. We have to make a 1st edition character for you. No, I'll never downgrade to the 1st edition. But I like the 1st edition. Fine then, I'll play with my other friends. Oh fine, then I'll play with my other friends. Whatever. Grammar, who needs it? So this is the part I was just explaining. So, when you're making a character, they have who they actually are. And they're built on 3 senses. It's might, senses, and mind? Body, senses, and mind. Sorry, whatever. But each character has their own stat. Like the hipster has one of each, of course. But you have all these different options. Then they can each be a species, which gives them a boost in that stat as well. You know, dwarves get 1. They also get a passive. Sorry, there's a racial passive next to it that I'm just not selected at the moment. Then you pick their class, and that also affects their stats. It's pretty cool if you really like the RPG elements, which I do. So, starting any RPG, we only get 2 characters right here, because we only have 2 chairs. You get more later, but for now, I think the important thing would be to have a fighter and healer. So, the lab rat's good, but I want him to be my mage. The jock seems like the obvious choice to be a tank, if anybody. Just because of the extra hand slot. You can give him another weapon, which can give him more threat. He also has a really high body selection, which makes him tanky. But if I'm going a warrior, I want a high senses so that I can get a lot of counterattacks with his passive. Then again, maybe I should just... you know what? I'm going to use the rocker for my warrior. And then we have warrior or paladin, actually. We have 2 options here for a tank. And the paladin will be, I think, more survivable because you get Armor of Faith, so his energy can work as additional health and enemies take damage. Guiding Strike gives him threat until his next turn. He can restore health to a party member and to him. His ultimate, Smite, I don't see being that useful just to inflict weakness. I mean, I guess it could be handy. As a warrior, he can attack a row of enemies. He can gain... See, this gains threat until the end of battle, which I think is just better at the end of the day. Attack with 104% damage and inflict stun, and then this just creates threat. So it's probably the way to go. I I think I'd rather he was the rocker dwarf. He gets damage reduction too, which isn't that much, and he doesn't get energy penalties from equipment. So actually, I'll probably go the human route and give him the extra, or maybe the extra energy. Maybe I'll make him an elf for 20 more energy. Early in the game, that'll be really useful. I'll go the human route. We'll make a human rocker warrior. So we'll have him live and let die. Nice. After that, I usually use the cheerleader for my cleric, and I always have a cleric when I play this. I've started it a couple of times. I like the cheerleader because if you block, take the shield action, she restores 5 health and energy to the entire party, including herself, which is pretty freaking handy. If she's out of mana or silenced or something, that's really useful. But the Surfer's also a good choice because of his passive. He automatically recovers from a random status every turn. It's not bad. I'll probably stick with the cheerleader and maybe go elf for the extra energy because she's gonna need it. So we'll go with those two. Am I late? I was busy blogging about this campaign. They have cute little hold on to your dice. There's a flash of light and your characters find themselves in a small village. This is exciting. The village elder greets you. Oh boy, it's a welcome to Spawn Point Village, the market leader in the adventurer generation business. I'm glad to see that you got here in one piece. There's been something wrong with the summoning circle lately. One young man came out horribly disfigured. He disappeared into the woods and has not been seen since. What's she talking about? I'm gonna make her a valley girl. I don't know why. For some reason, the summoning fails every 3rd time, sometimes even more often than that. I don't know how to make this guy talk. You mean we could have appeared here without arms or a head? I'll just do that. Ha! You are adventurers, right? Before you've recovered from your summoning sickness, you are attacked. Paper gangster. My, look what I found. Some newcomers. I don't know why I made him Skeletor. Should we teach them a lesson? Like a tutorial? Yikes, tutorial? I'm gonna skip the noob stuff. So you're a pro. I guess I'll just reward you for avoiding the battle. Quest done. Alright. 2 whole gold. Woo! I actually have some gold. So gold is shared, as you can see in the top corner. It's shared between all your saves. So I have a big chunk of it, but it won't help me much until later. So it's not that big a deal. So slay monsters and gain extra XP. So this is like a random quest that you can get. There's a few, I mean they're set, they're not random, but it's a side mission. So giant rat population, what could this be about? Well, the Paper Knight gang is transforming the world of Paperos by strange magic we do not understand. They're plunging the world into chaos. I think that's a woman. Wow, that's bad. Or is it? Stop them before they go too strong, and you will gain the everlasting gratitude of Paperos. That's nice. And a huge pile of gold. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go find the bad guys. I hope she doesn't talk too much. I already hate that. Before you go, could you do a little favor for us? Giant rat population is our finest attraction, but the Paper Knight gang set the village full of rat traps. Save our precious rats and save us from going bankrupt. In this fight, there's a new escape button on the combat menu. With it, you can chicken out of combat if it seems too difficult. I know about that. Well, we're not going to run from rat traps. And remember that you can find useful stuff in your player's handbook. Save our precious rats. Kill 7 rat trap in 1 or more battles. So this is another cool thing. You do have random encounters in the game, but most of the time when you encounter an opponent, you can choose how many you want to fight. You can remove them and add them at will, and you can choose different ones later, which is nice. I have to kill 7 of them. I could kill 7 one at a time, or I could kill 5 and then kill 2, or I can kill 10. Doesn't matter. Walk in the park. So at first, the game is just a lot of click enemy, kill them. Oh, you know, I picked human for him. I could have given him a skill, but I didn't. That's my bad. So now I'm back to her turn, right now, and I can heal him, because I can take her shield passive. That's why I like to have her. It really makes more sense to just slap these guys, because they're not going to kill me, and I'm in town. Woo! Victory! And you get XP, you get bonuses for fighting more enemies, for fighting more types of enemies. and for fighting different types of enemies together. It's cool the way they handle it. I like it. And they both leveled up. So with her, I usually like to start with her passive, which is kind of dumb, but it restores 1 energy to other party members when using your skills. She doesn't have any skills, so normally I would just take that second, but I'm going to start her that way to begin with. This guy, I want to get his threat up, so I am actually going to take his, well, I'll get Power Lunge too, so that he can use both. So then this will shine until I get more. I'll kill 5 more. And I'm just going to hammer through these guys, no problem. Because they're not going to do anything to me. It does choose initiative right at the beginning. So everybody has a number above them. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Oh, so there's the counter. That's his passive. Okay, so she's 5th. She kills him. He would have been 4th. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I know he's going next. I can kill him and skip his turn. He becomes 2 and she becomes 3. It's a little bit of a learning curve, but not really. It's easy enough to figure out once you get it down. Another victory! Yeah, all RPGs, you start off with this kind of boring stuff, and you'll eventually catch on and get on to more exciting fights. We can turn that in. Ka-ching! Back in business! You should visit our shop and get yourself some adventuring gear. It's the icon with the gold purse. Just breaking the 4th wall again. Quest done. See, so you get some of that. And this is the shop, and you can buy things. Weapons are typically purchased more to create... I mean, they do give a lot of extra damage, but I typically buy them to give more threat. So this gives 4 threat, so I actually want that for my rocker. I can give him 2, but I'm not going to. I'd rather get him armor and hold on to this money for later, because then I can add more party members. And more party members are a good thing. I was going to say there was something. Oh, I was thinking about a bluestone, but I'll get him a red handkerchief to make him more threatening. And then travel to the polluted river. Hello, heroes. Can you help us a bit? Lately, our pristine river has begun to stink horribly, and the famous traveling craftsman is on his way to our village. Everything must be perfect when he arrives. Maybe there's something wrong upriver. I added a travel icon so you can visit the meadows or any other place anytime you want. Investigate what's wrong with the water. I don't know, the Elder's turning into Nicolas Cage slowly? I don't really know why. Oh, okay. So, travel, you have to roll for safety. If you roll a 20, you have a chance of getting a secret, which is like a cool interaction. And if you roll below the minimum threshold, you get attacked, which is a bummer. Troglodytes are bathing in the river. The water bubbles, and they seem to be having a lot of fun. Hey, stink faces, get out of the water. You're polluting the river. Oh, relax, fellas. Come along. Shall we? Shall we? I don't know why I picked that. Certainly not. Interrupt the troglodyte bubble party. So you need to kill 2 troglodytes. I'm going to kill 5 because I like experience points. I'm also a cocky son of a gun. We need to keep them angry at him. So, see, that's exactly what I didn't want to happen. These guys are still one-shots. I wanted to give him the extra threat. Oh, man. Ah, she loses a turn for that, which is really bad. So it'll skip her. He'll attack. Her turn will get skipped. Oh, man, he gets skipped now. The stuns are real. Okay. Slap that guy. I'm going to take the free heal off this one. He's going to hit and counter. Nice. I like it. That turned out about how I wanted it to. So you get a lot more XP for these guys, because they're higher level. There we go, we leveled up again. You level up a lot in the beginning. It slows down later, but they try to give you enough points to get your skills going. I am going to grab Purge because it removes random conditions, which I want. Pommel Strike can be useful, but he's not going to be a stunner, so that's the last skill I want to upgrade. I'm going to give him another one of these. And then interrupt the Troglodyte Bubble Party. So now we have to return back to town. Okay, we did good. Traveling short distances usually isn't that dangerous, but it can still be if you run into the wrong party. You can always still run away, but running away too much turns into a problem. Thank you so much. The water is much clearer already. And then this, who could this craftsman be? I can't really do his voice. I'm just gonna give him a normal one. Hello, I've traveled many days and I'm in need of refreshments. Here you are, fresh and pristine river water for our special guest. Quest done. Right, and we got a good amount of XP off that. And now, these are... So, yellow quests are story important. These are extra quests that you can do for extra XP. I usually do them in the beginning of the game. Just to level everybody up a little bit more. Level these two up a little bit more. A group of people spawned from the circle. They seem vaguely familiar. I think that mage is my little brother. Wow, this is so cool. Oh my god, they're noobs. Get noobs in Spawn Point Village? So what should we do now? The newcomers look a bit lost, prodding the surroundings with their fingers. This mage tries to cast a spell. They're talking in third person. How cute. Well, it'll wear off soon. The other group scurries off to the countryside. How quaint. Happy looting, kids. A while after the youngsters have left, the village elder approaches you, visibly distressed. We need your help. What's wrong? As you may have noticed, a group of new players have just arrived. Isn't that what this place is for? Yes, but the meddling of the Paper Knight had some lingering effects on my prostate. No, it seems some of the random encounters are way too difficult for first-time players. The other party's been stranded in the meadows, facing monsters way too difficult for their skills and level. I fear that if they're not helped, they may be scarred for life and never play another role-playing game again. We can't have that. They're the future of our hobby. Let's go. So now we go to the meadows to continue the quest. See, so now we get ambushed by one whole troglodyte. Yay! Yeah, so I may have overplayed the ambushes a little bit for this early in the game. But they can be a problem. I promise. Later on, they're going to be an issue. Kill 6 troglodytes in 1 or more battles to continue the quest. So, oh, and that one counts toward my quest. That's kind of cool. I actually like that. Alright, so hopefully these guys aren't too dangerous. They do typically seem to go down in 1 hit. Nice counter. Kill these guys. Yeah, the combat in the beginning isn't very strategic or difficult. It's even later, it's really not that strategic or difficult. But you've got to start making more intelligent moves later on. Like right now, I'm just clicking on things and yay, I'm winning. And it's not like that later on. You have to do a lot more. You've got to really plan out your party. I already have plans to have a ninja on my party because they're freaking useful. But you have to unlock that class. I should take Cleave. That comes in handy later. Cleave will let me attack a row of enemies with 54% damage. So you only do half damage, but you can hit an entire row of enemies. You can also hit the back row of enemies. So if there's somebody back there that I've managed to get down pretty low, this guy can basically assassinate them, which is nice. I only need 1 more, but I'm going to go for the 5, because, like I said, I like XP. Oh, I thought it was my turn. I'm not paying attention. Counter? Nice. You can usually tell if there's a counter because it doesn't immediately go onto the next turn. We want to kill that guy because he was next. So there we go. There we go. Another victory. Everybody okay? I like that they have little quips and things they say, although I probably won't read them all. Wow, how did you do that? Well, you just need to know which skills to use. Learning the effective combos is really important. Oh, you're saying nothing is more important than maximizing the DPS of your character? There's more to RPGs than DPS. You're so awesome. I want to be like you someday. I don't know why I made him a petulant little child, but I did. I did. So you can rest outdoors, but they have to roll? Okay, so they both successfully rolled, which means they'll get better heals, and I won't get attacked in the middle of the night. I kind of wanted to demonstrate that, but too successful. Alright, so we made that, and that's a finished quest. So we need to do the derp in order to get more party members, which is this quest. But I think that is all the time we have for today. Thank you for joining me for episode 1 of Knights of Pen and Paper 2. Please join me next time. Like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. It really helps me out. And I'll see you for the next episode.